Win number 13 is the goal of the Connersville Spartans when they meet the Batesville Bulldogs in the TV3 Game of the Week. From Spartan Bowl High School Boys Basketball, Batesville and Connersville, the Game of the Week on TV3. The Eastern Indiana Athletic Conference game between the Batesville Bulldogs and Connersville Spartans is the TV3 Game of the Week. Welcome, everybody, to Spartan Bowl. With Ron Wiley, this is Fran Schomel. The Spartans are in first place in the conference. The Bulldogs are in seventh place with a conference record of 0-3. The Spartans are 3-0 in the conference, with conference games remaining with East Central, Lawrenceburg, and Franklin County following tonight. The Spartans will be home to Franklin County on February the 19th, but the other games will be away at East Central and Lawrenceburg. Overall, the Spartans have won 12 games and lost 3. Batesville has won only one time while losing in 11 games. Their only win was over Milan, 38-29. Spartan head coach Kerry Brown has these comments about tonight's opponent. Coach, welcome back to Spartan Bowl. You've been on the road for a game. You've had a couple of good games. Before we talk about Batesville, let's talk about these two ball games that the Spartans came from behind and went on a tear in the fourth period and won 2 big ball games over Muncie Central and at Newcastle.
Yeah, similar games, similar throughout the course of the game. We got behind, I think it was 12 points in both games, and
yes,
as much as 11, I know, in the second half up at Newcastle. Had a really good fourth quarter up there. Had a really good fourth quarter here against Muncie Central, and ended up pulling out both basketball games after being down by double figures in both of them. So, you know, our kids did an outstanding job here at home against Muncie and on the road against Newcastle, just staying together, not panicking. It would be easy to do those things, especially when you're playing against the competition of Newcastle and Muncie Central, because they're two really good basketball teams. But again, give our kids credit. They hung in there, stayed positive, and believed in one another, didn't give up.
Is that what you talked to them about as the fourth period began, or what were your words?
You know, at Newcastle, they led by 6 after 1, 6 after 2, 6 after 3. They led for 3 quarters. We were right there, you know, and we don't want our kids to panic. I guess I try not to panic over on the sidelines, try to lead by example. I don't remember exactly what I told them. You know, we talk about what defense they're in, what we want to try to get accomplished offensively. We're pretty simple defensively, and what we do, we play man, and sometimes we tweak it. So it's just little things that, you know, you talk about or try to adjust and then make sure that we're in whatever offense we want to run. Because, for example, Newcastle ran 2-3-3-2 and a man-to-man defense. So we just want to make sure everybody was on the same page offensively. Grant had a big game with 33 points, and then Tyler Billups had 19. So, you know, the Muncie Central game, Garrett Silcott was the hot man. So I know we played through those guys in those games. And, you know, when you have someone that's making plays like that, I think as a teammate, if you recognize that and you get them the ball, it sure helps your offense.
Coach, you can tell these youngsters that are playing and for the Spartans and wearing the Spartan uniforms, they've got some high basketball IQ between the ears.
Yeah, I think we also have some ability, and then I think the knowledge of the game. They've all played quite a bit of basketball. They've been in the system now for some of them 6, 7, 8 years. And then a number of them play a lot of basketball in the summer. So they've worked, they put the time in. You know, they're deserving of the success that they've had.
And I think the success that they've had is building their confidence game by game.
Well, we talked to them a lot about trusting your teammates and playing together. And you're right, you have to have confidence, but without skill, you know, sometimes your confidence wavers. So when I said they play a lot of AAU, when they play a lot in the offseason to develop their game, that's what they're doing, is they're developing their skills, and I think that's what gives them the confidence.
Playing at Newcastle on the road, that's a tough place to play.
Well, it has been. Someone told me that Connersville hadn't won a regular season game there since 1980 something. I didn't go back
I
and
think
look.
The mid 80s, I believe.
You know, I know we won in the sectional up there a couple years ago against Newcastle in the tournament, but I didn't go back and look. You know, that game's over with now. We're focused on Batesville, and while it was a nice win and a sectional opponent that we beat, you know, we need to look forward and continue to improve and get better as we approach the end of the season.
Coach, you got Batesville here tonight. This is a team that's down this year. They've won one game, lost 11, and I know you are telling these kids that play for you, think that they're have a record just the opposite of that when you go out. Don't take anything for granted.
Well, they're down. They've only got one senior. We've got two. They've been really good. They graduated a number of seniors from last year's team. And, you know, all schools, I think, go through that cycles where you graduate and you just don't have the same talent level. They might be down, but they're dangerous. When I watch them on tape, I don't think they're as bad as their record indicates. They've got one of the top 5 players in the conference. Their size is similar to ours. So, you know, we're not, as coaches, we're not overlooking this game, and we've stressed that to our kids since Tuesday night after playing Newcastle. So I hope we're ready and we'll come out and play, take care of business, and get to another conference win.
Coach, I'm sure they will. You're ahead of the conference right now. Another victory puts you 4-0 with 3 games remaining. Good place to be.
Well, that's why it's, I hope, easy not to have any letdowns after our last 2 games, because those were non-conference games. This is a conference game, and this game carries more weight and is more important than those last 2 games. Even though those were great wins, this is a more important game for us right now.
Coach, have a great game. We'll see you after the game.
Thanks, Fran.
Thank you. Now the starting lineups for tonight's game. Here's Ron.
For the Batesville Bulldogs, they are led by 6'2" junior Garrett Burkett. He's a guard position. Isaac Barker's a 5'11" sophomore. He's at one of the other guard positions, and rounding out their trifecta of guards is Gunnar Olson. He's a 5'9" junior. He's number 12. In the front court for Batesville is Robert Rexer. He's a 6'2" forward. He's number 40. And Tristan Lampert is a 6'3" sophomore, number 43. And for the Connersville Spartans, they are led by Tyler Billups. He's a 6'2" senior, number 24. Garrett Silcott is a 6' sophomore, number 12. Chandler Graves is a 6' senior. He's number 11. Grant Smith is a 6'4" junior. He's number 40 at one of the 4 positions. And Bo Isaac, the janitor, rounds out the lineup. He's a 6'3" junior, number 52.
Thanks, Ron. The officials for tonight's game: Terry Magnuson from Greenwood, Dennis Schinderly from Brownsburg, and J.K. Whiter from Brownsburg. Tip-off is next here on the TV3 Game of the Week. Ron and I will be back right after this break with the beginning of tonight's game.
This is Titan 1-4. No signs of life.
Titan 1-4, hold your position.
What do you got?
Unmanned aircraft is identifying enemy sniper.
Copy that. Let's move. Thanks, Reaper 1-1. We got it from here. Sensors coming off target.
Learn more at airforce.com.
Jumping center for the Spartans as we begin the ball game this evening will be Grant Smith, a 6'4" junior. And for the Batesville Bulldogs, it'll be Tristan Lampert. He's a 6'3" sophomore. Batesville in their road blue uniforms. We're about set to go. Here's the officials topping up the ball, and it is tipped into backcourt to Garrett Silcott for the Spartans.
Boy, Garrett, or Wes, or Grant, I'll get it right here. He
Smith
really
tries a
nice
long
rebound.
3, which is missed, but rebounding was Isaacs for Connersville.
Yeah, he's done that all year, Fran, with those high rebounds like that off the glass. That's why we call him the janitor. He cleans up.
Well, Isaacs has, that's 100 rebounds on the season.
Yeah.
Ron, now he had 99 going into tonight's ball game, so he's reached 100.
Yeah, look at Garrett coming here, driving into your screen right there. Clear foul, and definitely going to the line. That was a nice drive there from Garrett, a statement drive.
Foul called on Isaac Barker of Batesville, and a couple of free throws coming up for Garrett Silcott. Second one is good.
That's unusual that he misses. He's
That's
got a
right.
high
I was going to
percentage.
say Garrett has a 83% free throw shooting going into tonight's ball game.
Yeah, he's 50% right there. Got to get it going.
Spartans in their man-to-man. They still on the attack. Pulled out is number 40, Robert Raber. He's a freshman at Batesville.
Yeah, Batesville was a young team. Only one senior.
Yes.
Oh, he
It's,
walked.
it's
Ooh,
a rebuilding year, or reloading year, because there's a foul on a Spartan coming up here.
I'm going to call that on Grant.
Grant Smith, number 40, picks up the first foul of the evening for the Spartans. Pass out to Barker for Batesville. Bulldogs trying to get a shot away, but the Spartans man-to-man defense.
Yeah, it's a sticky man-to-man.
Yes, it is.
Now it's kind of shift off into a zone right there, the Spartans. But that's one thing that we've just done so well this year is our defense, and our offense has been able to reward the defense as well.
Batesville continue to work the ball, trying to for their first shot of the ball game. Here's number 11 driving down along the baseline.
Oh wow, kicked by Tyler.
Stumbles a little bit, loses control of the ball. Official rules though it's touched last by Connersville, so Batesville will keep possession.
You know, good defense by the Spartans right there as that guy got into the paint, but we didn't bite at all and, you know, forced him to make an errant pass, and unfortunately went off Tyler's foot. But wow, that just shows you how impenetrable the defense. That's a nice spin move, but he walked.
I thought he made several steps. Finally, the ball goes out of bounds. It's Connersville will put the ball in play. The first turnover of the ball game.
Yeah, watch this right here, friend. I mean, that right there is just a forced turnover with the defense right there. You know, you can't take that many steps. And
still caught.
Oh, beautiful! That was unbelievable.
Feed Smith and alley-oop, and Grant puts it up and in.
That was a terrible pass from Garrett, but what a great, improvising right there from the athletic Grant Smith.
Bad shot by Batesville. Connersville has the rebound. Smith drives down, goes to defense, up and in.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. The guys in the truck they don't even know what to do with all these fast plays, and athletic plays the Spartans are putting on right now. It's unbelievable.
Spartans with a lead of 5. Bulldogs getting a shot from the corner, which is missed. High to grab the rebound is Isaacs. Rebound 101.
Yeah, he
ball
may get 100 tonight.
The way it's going.
What a nice pass from Bo. I like that.
Graves out to Smith, drives into traffic, backs off. Here's Isaacs with a 3, which is missed. And the foul called on
Chandler.
Batesville boy, I believe.
Yeah, they were called Chandler on that. Looked like he pulled
Griggs,
the guy down. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's one thing it just irritates me the most is, Bo, he shot that shot and he just, let's take a look at his replays right there. Look at that. What a beautiful play by Grant right there. He just, had to improvise right there, and he did it beautifully. That's a highlight reel. Here's the second one coming in, and I mean, watch this move right here. Kind of the head fake, got him to jump, and Grant had the open lane right there. Only number 12 is contending. They kind of collapse on him, but he just goes around. What a beautiful, and it was his left hand that he went up against it. That was beautiful.
Yeah, the Bulldogs on the attack, trying to wipe that 0 off the scoreboard. Driving down, whistle stops play.
They're going to be on Bo?
They're going to call, yes, I think
they're
so.
They're calling Bo on that.
Yeah, that's the 3rd team foul in the Spartans
Let's
already.
see the replay on that. See what we got with Bo right there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, from our angle, we didn't see that arm. Yeah, so we didn't see his left arm.
Here's another one
going
called
to be
on
on
the
Chandler?
Spartans.
That's on Bo again.
On
That's
Bo,
yeah, we got to.
He's going to come to the bench, and Dalton Huffman will replace him, number 50.
Yeah, Bo. Bo is one of those players. He's real intense, and he's a janitor. He does a lot of cleaning up. He gets the boards on offensive and defensive rebounds. That's why he's got over 100 rebounds so far this year. Oh, that was good.
A bad pass by the Bulldogs. Their 2nd turnover of the ball game. Connersville will put it in play. Up 5-0. Played over 3 minutes of tonight's game. Bulldogs coming in after a loss to Franklin County. Spartans' last game was a victory over Newcastle.
Yeah, what a great victory that was.
Yes.
Coming down from, what, 12?
Yes. Corner shot is in and out by Graves for the Spartans, rebounding Batesville. Up court come the guys in blue. Spartans set their defense. Number 5 will try a shot and hit a 2-pointer. Nice shot by Garrett Burkett, 6'2" junior at Batesville.
Yeah,
for first basket of the night for the Bulldogs.
That was their first, really good set offensive series right there. I mean, we look at their 1-11 record, and we came out 5-0 real fast with some great athletic plays. And you think, boy, we're going to blow these guys off the court. But,
Still caught too long, and high to grab the rebound is one of the smaller guys on the floor, number 11, 5'10" sophomore Barker.
They can tie it right here. So, again, these guys are hungry. This is a dangerous team because they're so hungry for a victory.
Yes.
So, you definitely don't want to give yourself a W before this ball game started. You need to play this game and continue to do what you've done so far this year, and that's, play team basketball.
Batesville on the attack, down by 3. Number 5 trying the shot from the lane. Nice one. Nice one-handed jumper put up and in by Burkert.
Oh, they got to fix the net right there. Yeah, Burkert, he has a nice touch.
Graves comes out for Connersville. Noah Belt, number 34, will come in.
Noah's still shooting a ridiculously sick 46% from three-point. That's unbelievable, Frank. That kid right there, that's Larry Bird numbers right there.
Well, he's hitting 93% from the free throw line.
Oh, yeah,
he hadn't been there all that month.
But when he does, he makes it count.
That's right. Here's Silcutt on the attack for the Spartans. Comes out to Phillips. Connersville with him, a 2-1-2 offense.
Yeah.
Silcutt.
Yeah, just being patient.
Pretty good defense by Batesville. They get a couple of men on the ball handler right away.
Yeah. Which again, that should open up our speed a little bit, open up somebody to do some streaking and getting inside. And
ball knocked away by a Batesville defender. Spartans will keep possession. They're into the floor.
That little girl got the ball, and Tyler's like, "Hand me the ball," and she's like, "I'm throwing it to the zebra," and she did.
Comes into Silcutt. Spartans will reset the play. Up by a point here in the opening period of tonight's game. Conference game. Spartan, as we mentioned, on top in the conference, 3-0.
Yeah, you definitely want to walk out of here with a victory, especially a conference game. Kerry said it best during the pregame. This game is more important than the 2 previous games that were non-conference games, although Newcastle is a sectional opponent.
Well, that was an important win. You go to Newcastle and win.
Yeah.
Win over Newcastle. Why? Yep. You've accomplished something. First of all, it's a road game, and then it's at Newcastle.
Yeah. And that's 2 years in a row we've beaten them. We beat them here last year and beat them there. So
yes.
Remember the last time that's happened. But again, right now we got to play this game.
One.
Yeah.
Well, Noah misses on this
rebound.
One. Nice rebound.
Noah was
Silcutt.
wide open.
Gives to Dalton, back to Silcutt. Spartans missing on their shots
follow
right
that
now.
Shot.
They still has the rebound. Here come the Bulldogs.
Again, Garrett may have got the shot if he'd have followed a shot. It's nice to look and pose if you'd have made it, but if you didn't, you got to give yourself an opportunity to get that rebound.
Just a minute left to play in this first period.
Batesville's shown me a lot this quarter, being patient. And again, Connersville had those incredible, 5 points there really quickly, and Batesville has stayed the course, and boy, they really fooled Tyler.
Shot knocked away by a Spartan on defense will be Batesville ball. They're into the floor.
I thought Tyler was going to go into the band.
Here's Graves coming back in for the Spartans, and Huffman will be going out. Low scoring first period.
Yeah, I figured it would be a very high scoring first. But, we've had these quarters, Fran, where we've had low scoring, and then we just, explode. I think we're a deceptively explosive offense because we've had those spurts where, we've had low scoring at points, and then also we just blow up. And Batesville's definitely going to wait for the last shot. I mean, they could take the lead. That would be unbelievable.
That's right. After the play we've seen and the start the Spartans got.
We haven't scored in about 3.5 minutes. That's
Goes
nice.
11 driving down, and
He went down hard.
there was a collision of players, and the official is going to rule the ball out of bounds to Connersville.
Yeah, he's down right there.
Yeah, he banged the floor pretty well. It's
I think it was his shoulder. He's getting up now.
number 11. He's one of their point guards.
Yeah, he's
their
fine.
point guard. And fans are giving him the hands. He runs off the floor. He's shaken up a little bit.
Yeah.
He'll be returning, though, I'm sure.
I didn't know if they caught a foul on that or not.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I was going to say, I see Bo's foul still up on the scoreboard.
It looked like a foul, but
Yeah, I thought they caught a foul. Tyler needs to get hot right
Phillips
here.
trying a three from the side, and the horn sounds, and we've played a quarter here tonight at Spartan Bowl, and it's 8-4, Spartans over Batesville.
What a nice way to end that quarter right there with that three. And how many times have we seen that so far this year? Fran Tyler give us the last but going into the next quarter.
Second quarter coming up here on the TV3 Game of the Week.
I am for the child who lives in motels, cars, and shelters, now in foster care, a group home, where he sleeps not on a bed, but on a temporary cot. He is the child I am for. I am a CASA volunteer. I am you.
Spartans going into this ball game averaging 54.5 points a game, giving up an average of 45.3 a game. Batesville's offensive average is 42.6, and their defensive average is what the Spartans average, 54 points a game.
Yep.
Yeah, two common opponents, Greensburg and Union County. Batesville has lost to both. The Spartans have won over both those teams. Batesville will inbound. The trigger man will be Lampert as we begin second quarter play here tonight in this conference game between Batesville and the Spartans.
Almost a collision there between one of their big guys and Chandler. As it now looks like, Batesville just a little bit quicker to start this second quarter.
Trey Heilige is the ball handler right now, a 5'10 freshman, wearing number 25 for Batesville. Replacing the fellow that was shaken up on that last play.
Yeah, it looks like he's fine. Looking at him over there, no trainer talking to him. Looking at him, he's tough. He'll be back.
Bulldogs on the attack, trying to get a basket here. They're down 8-4.
Well, they don't have anybody under the basket. They're playing, right at the three-point line. That's fine with us.
Yes. Now they got number 44 along the baseline. Number 5 will fire and hit.
Oh, he makes it.
That's a three by Burkhart.
Yeah, he has all their points.
Really?
Yeah. Again, I've never seen an offense like that where, everybody's at the three-point line, and you've got to make it because you have nobody under the glass.
Spartans now move the ball. Billups is pulled out behind the free throw circle. Silcott drives the baseline, comes out, gives to Belt. Silcott from the side, looks good.
Good job.
Garrett Silcott sinks a three. He has 4 points for the Spartans.
I thought he was shooting that too late. The guy was almost on him, and he still sunk it. That was nothing but net.
It's a good shot from the corner.
We really need a run right here. We need to really, this team, so far this ball game, they don't let anything get too far away from us or from them.
11-7 here in the second quarter of play. Batesville moving the ball. Spartans in a man-to-man. Driving down, stopping about 10 feet away. Trying a shot and missed. Billups grabs the rebound for the Spartans. Quickly up court. Gives to Belt. As the defense for Batesville falls back quickly, and Phillips has a
again.
corner shot.
Yeah,
Looks good. It is.
I tell you what, there's something about that kid. He's got it in his eyes right now, as you see him right here. I mean, he was wide open. He'll make that all day long. You might as well just chalk up 3.
It's 14-7 here in the second quarter with 5:34 to go, and there's a timeout on the floor, a full timeout. Well, let's take this break on the TV3 Game of the Week.
The Hope Center offers a baby boutique store where our parents can shop for items for their children that they have earned with Hope Bucks through our Parenting with Hope education classes. If you are interested in participating in Parenting with Hope, please contact the Hope Center at 825-1244 or visit our website at hopecenterconnersville.com.
Spartans have doubled the score here in the first half of this ball game. It'll be Batesville basketball as we come back to play following the timeout by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, very surprised that they let Tyler wide open like that on the last shot. I mean, that ended the quarter with a wide open shot. Their wide open shot again. Tyler, when he's wide open, it's almost automatic.
That's right.
Yeah.
Number 11 back in the ball game. Barker, who was shaken up there a few minutes
glad
ago,
to see him
back in action. He's okay. The Bulldogs working the basketball, trying to spring somebody free for a shot. This is Barker with the ball right now. Smith picks him up on the guard. Now coming over to get the ball, number 25, Heidlich.
Yeah, it looks like Batesville, again, I don't see any, they just seem disorganized. They're just running around, and it really does. It doesn't seem like.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, he goes in.
Well, there's number 14 going in.
Yeah,
blocking.
on
I
that,
thought maybe it was going to be a charge.
No, Grant was moving too much on that. And I love Grant Smith. He's looking at the zebras there. We'll see the replay coming up. You'll see him. He's still moving, and that's why they called it. He's. And see, look at his face. He was like, what, me? I'm getting called on that as he comes out.
That's his second, so he and Bo Isaacs each have 2 personal fouls in this ball game.
Talking to Larry Myers before the ball game, and I tell you, we were just talking to, did they call timeout? No. Don't know what happened. Wow, that was a quick 5 seconds. But we were talking about Grant and how, much he has improved from last year to this year. As you see the Batesville coach not happy, and he has just really blown. Granted, we got one more year with him.
Spartans on the attack with the lead. Chandler goes to Billups.
I thought Billups was going to take that 10-foot shot.
Here's Silcott on the side, back out to Belt.
Yeah, again,
it was Belt on the side, out to Silcott. Spartans in a 1-3-1 offense, looks like. Here's Billups from the corner, missing this one. And the rebound goes to Batesville. Number 11 brings it up court.
Yeah, Connersville just didn't look set offensively that time.
There's a shot from the side, which is missed by Batesville. Graves goes high to grab the rebound for Connersville.
Graves somebody who gets a lot of glass too, and he gets a lot of glass at the right opportunity. I thought Noah was going to take Grant.
Baseline, feeds Silcott. He was fouled, and he'll see if he was in the act of shooting or not.
I don't know if they'll give it to him, but Grant right there, Garrett right there, I think he surprised himself. He was like, man, I'm wide open under the basket. He didn't, know how to handle it.
Non-shooting foul. Barker is charged with his second for Batesville. Inbounding collision of players. Looks like there's going to be a foul called on Batesville for pushing.
Yeah, they got number 14.
14, Peyton Meyer is charged with the foul. That's the 3rd team foul. Spartans have committed 5 already. Meanwhile, Isaacs will be at the line for Connersville. And a couple of free throws. Bo is an 85% free throw shooter. Shot is good.
He's got a nice touch, Bo does, when he's at the line.
Second one, that's the 15th point for the Spartans in this ball game so far. Second shot is good.
Nice.
Spartans convert on their free throws. Batesville has the basketball. Spartans set the defense, and here we go.
Yeah, again, Batesville, just not seeing really any set plays. Just a lot of running around and passing to the open guy, which, hey, that's fine. And
Number 5 drives a little bit, then backs back off.
and that 40 play, that's the first time they've kind of really gone inside like that, and he's not really making a move.
Here's number 12,
wow.
firing and missing the shot in and out for Olson for the Bulldogs. Spartans will have the ball after the rebound is tapped away by Batesville. Connersville 16, Batesville 7. 3 minutes to go in the first half. It was 8-4 Spartans at the first break. Here's Belt. Isaacs comes out to Silcott.
Oh, beautiful job.
Feeds Graves. Nice bounce pass to Graves, driving in along the baseline. Goes up for the shot.
Yeah, it was a nice, I mean, Chandler was wide open, and I believe it was Garrett saw him wide open, and that's, you know, just not good passes there for Batesville.
Another turnover by the Bulldogs. They'll make a lineup change. Number 40, Robert Raber, will return to the lineup. Number 42, Lampert, will go out.
I mean, we're winning by 11, and we're playing good ball, but I just, you know, we're playing obviously an inferior team. I mean, there's really no question about that, but it just seems like we're not as intense as we have been our last few games. We're playing teams that may be better than us on paper. You know, we really need to get that fire back up. So far this half, yeah, we're just doing whatever. We're doing whatever to get by.
I agree. I think it's natural, and I think one of the fears was that Spartans might be flat tonight.
Yeah.
There's a shot put up and in by Billups. I don't think it's going to count, though. I think he was fouled before the shot. Let's see if the official rules.
Oh, yeah, right there's the foul right before the shot, clearly.
So it'll be a non-shooting foul, and the Spartans will be flipping the ball in play at their end of the court.
I mean, again, one of the things that you mentioned, you know, coming out flat. I mean, it's not so flat to where we're playing terrible, but you just don't see that. Is that on Bo? That's on Bo. Yeah, a lot of.
Number 5, no, his third.
Bo better watch it. He's jawing with the zebra there, and he's getting taken out.
Comes Huffman back in.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Bo's intensity. I like it. He kind of jaws with him a little bit. He's a nice kid. I mean, Bo is one of the nicest kids you got on the floor, but you know, he has too many away from the ball fouls. And there's another one. I didn't even see what happened. Oh, I was sitting there looking at the screen and looking at Bo down there.
Another turnover by the Bulldogs, and the Spartans will have the ball.
I'm glad you're watching, Frana.
Comes into Silcott. Back out to Belt. There's Garrett Silcott driving to the free throw circle and coming back out. Now here's Billups called for traveling as he starts his drive. Turnover by the Spartans.
Yeah, can't have that. Yeah, can't have that at all.
Batesville ball. See if they can capitalize on the Spartans' mistake. Spartans couldn't when Batesville had the turnover. In the first half of play, there's a conference right now between one of the officials and Terry Hillman, the official scorer. Let's see
I'm not sure what's
going on.
I have no idea what's happening on that. We'll talk to Terry at halftime to find out.
Right, I don't know what the question was.
Yeah.
The coach for Batesville comes over to see what's going on.
This may be a substitution issue with maybe a kid coming in from maybe too many core. I don't know, but
I'm not sure either what the discussion is about.
Yeah, I'll talk to Terry afterwards.
Here comes the official, Ben, and now the official is talking to the other official.
Yeah, well, I don't have any idea what's happening, so this is the first we've seen.
No, what?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. What are the 5 Batesville players on the floor?
Yeah, this is an official timeout.
Well, here we go again.
Yeah, I think he may have Yeah, Lee, let's talk about substitution, yeah. Yeah, Garrett shoot.
A technical foul.
Yeah.
For what reason, though?
Well, I think it was an illegal substitution is what I think Larry said. So, and that's what I kind of suspected with him talking to Terry about that. We get the ball back.
Silcott makes both free throws, and the Spartans will get the ball.
Yeah. Or no, we will get the ball, yeah. So, yeah, I'll get more of a clarification from
we need a
Terry.
clarification.
Yeah. But Larry did say something about illegal substitution. We'll find out
he
exactly.
didn't report in? Is that what it was?
May not have reported in. I don't know.
Well, we'll find out if he just
Garrett's
came off the
going in.
bench and went in or
wow.
not. There's Silcott trying a shot. He deck. No foul called.
Yeah, 44 is limping a little bit. Looks like Garrett may have got him on the shin. That was a nice block there from 44.
Here a foul stopping play as the Batesville boy drives toward the basket.
Yeah, that's going to be Noah's
Noah
first.
Bell, his first, team 7th, and at the free throw line is Burkhart for the Bulldogs. His free throw is good. That's the 8th point for Batesville. Burkhart's a 6'2" junior, drops both free throws in.
He has all their points.
That's
Yeah,
really?
yeah, he has all of them.
Well, those other 4 guys might as well.
I know. I mean, he has all 9, so it's pretty easy to keep track of his scoring.
Okay, just a little over a minute left to play first half. Spartans out in front.
You know what I like about the Spartans this year is that, right now we normally would take the last shot, but, that's not a good.
It's a bad pass by Phillips.
Yeah, that was not
intended for Huffman over on the near side. And
yeah, I was going to say, normally we'd wait for the last shot, but we've been really not taking the last shot. We've been taking any shots that we can.
That's right.
And I like that. That's the confidence that Kerry Brown has with his defense that we could take a shot, maybe even force a turnover, and still get the very last shot.
And the Bulldogs trying to get into double figures here in the first half. They have 9 points right now. They're going for the last shot.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Moving down to 25 seconds.
Yeah, there's no, sticking on him like glue.
Guarding the ball handler.
Yeah. Oh, they're switching now. They got Garrett on Burkhart.
Silcott comes over. Number 5, as you say, is the guy with all the points. Has missed on this shot. Number 44.
There's a
turnaround
foul.
Jump shot. There's a foul just as the horn sounds. That'll be on Spartans.
Yep. That's going to be on Noah. Let's see what we got on here as the cheerleaders come out. They got to get back out. Oh, it was on Billups. Yeah, Tyler right there.
Number 24,
I thought he said 34.
Right. So free throws coming up here. They want the lights off of the goal. I'm not sure what. Yes, the lights came on, and the coach of Batesville said, I want the lights off so it doesn't interfere with my free throw shooter's vision. And number 44 fires and misses anyway. Lights or no lights?
Yeah, lights or low. I think Donald Trump in the crowd and then Will Farrell.
Okay, here's the second free throw coming up at number 44, Lampert. This one is good, and that's the 10th point for Batesville, and we've reached halftime, and the Spartans have 20 points, and the Batesville Bulldogs had 10. Well, kind of an interesting first half, to say the least. Spartans had a 12-point second half, and Batesville had a 6-point second half, as it was 8-4 at the first break. Tonight's first game, was a junior varsity contest, and the Spartans lost another game, 42-36. They missed some crucial free throws in that ball game. And come out the loser, 6 points to the JV team from Batesville, 42-36, the JV game. You have some individual scoring, Ron?
I absolutely do. Batesville Bulldogs, Garrett Burkhart has 90% of their scoring. He has 9 of their 10 points. And Jacob Polar has 1 point. We got that there as time expired for the Batesville Bulldogs. For the Connersville Spartans, they are led by Garrett Silcott, 6. Tyler Billups has 6. Grant Smith has 4. Bo Isaacs has 2. And Chandler Graves has 2 for the Connersville Spartans, 20 points.
We saw some spurts of basketball tonight by the Spartans, but not quite like we have seen in previous games. As you pointed out, the record of Batesville has something to do with that.
Again, we are definitely the better team. We're the more athletic team. We just are better than them by far. And a lot of times it's hard to get up for a team that you know that you're going to really beat. Again, 20 points is nice, a 10-point lead's nice, but I haven't seen that intensity that we're used to seeing when the Connersville Spartan plays teams that are much better. So we need to really pick up our intensity because, again, you don't want to get into bad habits when you start playing the better teams, especially Franklin County coming in our house here soon. We don't want to, keep our intensity level down. We want to pick it up this second half.
In the pregame with Coach Brown, we talked about saying their record was 1-11, and I said you're probably trying to impress on your players that it could be opposite 11-1.
Oh, absolutely. And we got to remember this is a conference game. This is not one of the games that you want to develop bad habits as we get into February next week. We definitely want to have momentum building each and every game. And again, it's Batesville. Batesville 1-11, but it's still Batesville and it's still a conference opponent.
Spartans 20, Batesville 10. We're at halftime. Ron and I will return with the second half of tonight's ball game from Spartan Bowl. It's the TV3 Game of the Week. Ready for the second half of tonight's ball game, a conference game from Spartan Bowl here on TV3. 2010, the Spartans lead Batesville. Ron, you had to check with the official score at halftime. What was the technical all about?
Yeah, it was number 30, Alex Rowell. We had him in our stats. He was on the stat sheet.
Yes.
But he wasn't in Terry's book. They didn't have him in the official score book. So when he went in, Terry had to alert.
Who is this, huh?
Yeah. And Larry wasn't sure who he was either. So that was what the technical was all about right there.
So the coach is really to blame for that, or whoever repairs the scorebook.
No, I like that shot from Bo. He didn't make it, but I do like the fact that he took that shot. You get inside 10 like that.
Jump shot from the free throw circle, missed, and Batesville has the rebound.
Yeah, I wish he would have made it, but again, like that shot.
Bo playing with 3 personal fouls.
Yeah, don't like that.
So he'll have to be careful.
Yeah, we definitely can't get him out of this ball game. Again, one thing that we talked about was talking to Larry in between, and it just seems like at the halftime, it just seems like we're not playing again to that level. We really just need to pick it up.
Well, so far, the Bulldogs haven't changed their strategy, have they?
No,
this is the way they played the first half.
Yeah.
Now driving down, and
oh no,
a foul on Smith for bumping the ball handler, 11, as he was driving along the baseline.
Yeah, that's Grant's third. I thought maybe he had walked. Not sure if they had it on replay
Here
or not.
comes Belt in, and Smith will go out.
Yeah, it looked like he dragged there, but it looked like he was fouled.
Spartans 2 players with 2 of their starters with 3 fouls.
Yeah, 2 important starters too.
Yes.
I mean, not that any starter's not important, but these guys are our bigs. We can't have our bigs out.
Here's a shot from out. Good. That's number 5. Burkhart, he's the leading scorer.
Yeah, just 12 minus 1. He's got 11. So.
He's the only scorer for Batesville.
Yeah. Yeah, Flash Fuller had to, break up his perfect scoring with that free throw at the end of the first half.
Well, I'm just happy the other 4 guys don't have 12 points each.
Yeah, that's right.
We'd be in a heap of trouble.
That's right. Again, it's like a boxer who is toying with an opponent, and you're afraid that, you don't want to leave that opponent in the ballgame because they can still catch you with a shot. And we need to start picking it up because Batesville is not going to go away, even though they're down 8. They're definitely, in it to win it.
Silcott drives down, lays it up and in. Beautiful shot by Garrett Silcott.
Beautiful is right there. Just see him coming in, and that was just wow. Yes. And I think he fooled himself a little bit on that. That was beautiful.
Spartans with a lead of 10. Up court come the Bulldogs.
Again, I was surprised that Batesville, last time out, they kind of did drive a little bit, drew the foul. That's something that they hardly did the first half, so a little bit of a strategy change for them, being a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, they're just having a hard time finding somebody to pass
Right,
it to that's
Spartan's
inside.
defense is on them.
Yeah.
Phillips is guarding number 5, their only scorer. Back to the basket is
Oh, that
number
was a good play.
44.
That was a
Gets
good
away
play.
from his defender. Nice turnaround jump shot put up and in. He has 3 points, number 44. That's Fleischfuller. He's the only senior on this club from Batesville.
Yeah, that was a good play right there.
22-14. Spartans with the lead and the ball here in the third period. Here's Belt on the side. Spartans in a 2-3 offense right now. Silcott drives down, feeds off to
Follow your
Isaac.
shot.
Number 52 tries one a little bit too long, and the rebound goes to Batesville. Up court come the Bulldogs. Pulled out is number 11, Barker. Comes over now to number 5, Burkhart.
Yeah, again, this is, you would think that Batesville has an 8-point lead by, as slow as they're playing. Again, we got to make them pay.
Yeah, they're taking plenty of time between shots.
Yeah.
I'll say that for them.
Yeah, they're starting to get inside. Try to get inside. They can't really do anything with it.
Number 12 over to number 11 right now, Barker.
Again, they
Takes
have
a return
nobody
pass.
under the glass.
No, they're pulled out.
I don't know if that's due to our defense or just they're just not really doing anything.
42 will fire long and miss, and Isaac's high to grab the rebound for Connersville, and here come the Spartans.
Ooh, that's a foul, number 12 right
Whistle
there.
stops play. Foul coming up on a Batesville guy.
Yeah, that's Gunnar Olson right there. I mean, he just collided right into Garrett.
It's on Olson, his first, team's first second half. Number 42 will go out, Lampert. Number 14, Peyton Meyer replaces him. Meyer is a junior.
Got to get it in. Oh, nice play
Nice
by
inbound
Tyler.
pass.
Wow.
Ooh, the ball rolls around the top of the rim and drops off on the close-in shot by Billups.
Yeah, that's something. Again, we've missed a lot of inside shots like that. I mean, that was kind of a low percentage shot, even though it was inside because his angle.
Batesville on the
boy,
attack, trying a
another
shot from the baseline, which is missed, and the Spartans bring it up court.
Oh,
and they're going to call palming on Bell, a turnover by Connersville.
Yeah, what a great rebound from Bo, and then Noah makes that mental mistake right there. Not sure if here's the replay. Yeah, let's see where they're calling it. Well, that's kind of borderline right there. But again, my border is a little bit.
Batesville's outscored the Spartans 4-2 so far in this third period.
Yeah, we've only had. I mean, we've more than half the quarter's gone. We've only scored 2 points. That's crazy.
Yes.
Against a team that's struggling.
As you mentioned earlier in the ball game, Batesville just won't go away.
No, they won't.
Here's number 14 firing from out, missing. That was shot by Meyer. Rebounding again, the Spartans. They're controlling the boards pretty well.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, and that's what's keeping us to have the lead. I mean,
that's right.
We just got to start executing offensively, and we need one of those spurts, explosions. Again, you don't want to.
Still caught with a 3, which will be off the rim and into the hands of a Batesville player. Up court quickly, the Bulldogs.
I mean, you would think that we're losing the ball game the way I'm talking.
Number 44
he
drives for
went
the
down
basket. He was cut down. He'll probably be at the line. That's Fleischfuller.
Yeah, he's probably going to the line on that. Yeah, that's going on Chandler. That's his second.
Second on Chandler, and number 4.
Again, it sounds like, the way I'm talking, that we're losing this ball game. We're winning by 8, and that's what you want. You want to walk out of here with a victory whenever we're playing a conference opponent. But again,
the free throw shooter is Peyton Meyer of Batesville. Hits the first of 2. Belt goes out, and Grant Smith with 3 fouls comes back in for Connersville.
You don't want to have a bad game, but again, I'd rather have a bad game now than coming up during tournament time. That went off.
Second free throw is missed, and rebounding for Connersville is Billups. Goes to Silcott. Spartans set the offense. Isaac's pulled out.
Well, I thought Grant was, he was almost clubbed in the head. I thought he was fouled running around by 14, but nothing was called. I like how they're trying to get inside with Billups inside. I mean, that's...
It's a ball knocked out of bounds by Batesville. It will be Spartan ball. Comes into Isaacs. Spartans on the attack. Up 22-15 here in the third period.
Garrett
Down
going
court,
in beautiful.
Silcott drives in, fouled. He'll be at the line for 2 free throws.
You know, that's one thing I'm very impressed with this kid. I mean, he plays like he has no fear at all and all the confidence in the world as he goes up against 2 big guys right there. And he knew he was going to take a hack right there, and he threw it up. And, of course, he was praying that it would go in.
Foul is on Barker, number 11 of Batesville. That's his third. Free throw, it's good by Silcott. His second one coming up. Barker will go out, and he'll be replaced by Trey Heidlich for the Bulldogs. Yes, Silcott getting ready for second free throw is good. Rodney's one of those guys that takes the ball from the official and doesn't bounce it, just fires away.
Not at all. It's a...
He has 10 points. You don't see that very
nice.
often.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's a fluid motion for him.
Yes.
I asked him about that. He said, Kerry just said, get the ball and go right up one fluid motion, and it's worked.
There's a charging foul going to be called on Heidlich, I believe, 25.
Boy,
That's his first, and Spartans will get the ball.
Yeah, we're talking about Garrett. That was a fantastic defensive play, and I think his defense really gets under-noticed. You know, I mean, he really, I mean, that kid, he's a great all-around player. And again, I like, there we go. That's
trying an alley-oop, but
right.
it never gets there. Tapped away. It was intended for Smith of Connersville, but a Batesville guy got in the way with his his hand and tapped it out of bounds.
There was 3 guys around. I mean, that just was not a really good, and that was just really telegraphed. And
inbounding, and Smith is cut down. He'll be at the line.
Yeah, Smith's not happy. He's wanting to play a lot harder.
Foul is on 14, Meyer of Batesville. 2 free throws for Grant Smith. Hits the free throw.
Yeah, he got hacked hard right there.
Yes, he did.
Geez. Missed it.
Misses his second free throw. Grabbing the rebound is 14, Meyer. 5 points for Grant Smith. Well under his average.
Yeah,
which is,
I think 13.
13.3. Yes. Here come the Bulldogs.
Wow, that was
10. Here's a crazy shot by a Bulldog. The ball is, the shot is not made. The guy hit the floor. Spartans have the ball.
Yeah, he hit the pretty hard.
Silcott driving toward the basket.
Bo's going in.
Smith, round, nice play.
Yeah,
Smith
Bo.
driving in, Silcott under the basket.
That was Bo. Wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that was, again, getting inside. You see this streaking guy inside, coming at you, and that's textbook. Yeah, we're starting to open it up just a little bit. Got a 12-point lead.
Final seconds coming up in the third period, so Batesville will again go for a final shot of see what happens. Spartans up by 12.
Yeah, we have finally, played with some intensity this last minute and a half of this quarter. Hopefully we can pick it up. Again, I don't like to blow out a team, but at the same time, we just got to, play to our total capability.
Fires on and hits on a 3.
Jeez.
Olsen from way out.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Horn sounds as the Spartans try a shot, which is wide of the backboard, and we played 3 quarters here tonight at Spartan Bowl, and for the Spartans, they have a 27 to 18-point lead. The Bulldogs had 8 points in that quarter, and the Spartans put in 7. 27-18 after 3 here on the TV3 Game of the Week. We'll be back with the final quarter right after this play.
Bigfoot or
play basketball.
Boy foul.
Here we go, the final 8 minutes of play here tonight at Spartan Bowl.
Yeah, letting Batesville in it again, down by 9.
Bulldogs will inbound. They start hitting threes, Ron.
Yeah,
I don't know. We don't want.
Yeah, well, that one was an NBA three and then some. The last one that
Yes.
that Olsen hit. But again, you don't want to play down. You want to keep your, pretend this is Muncie Central. Pretend this is Newcastle, and keep that intensity going. Well, what is that?
Bulldogs set up the play again and driving down for a
It
score,
worked.
and penetrating the defense is Barker going in for a shot. That's their 20th point, and they're down by 7.
Yeah.
Spartans along the baseline almost bobbled the ball, but bring it back out.
Yeah, this is again, they're down by 7. It shouldn't be this way.
No. Here's Billups with the ball. Cross-court pass to Smith.
Again, you're going to have games like this. Oh,
Drives
Chandler's
down,
he got
and
blocked.
the ball is knocked away from him, and no shot made. Batesville with the rebound brings it up court, and the ball pass is tapped away by Connersville. It's going to be Batesville ball.
Yeah, Batesville cut this down to 4 if they hit a 3 right here. And again, the lid's starting to open up for them, and we're just,
We need to start protecting the ball. And
yeah. Which we've really not had that many issues this year with. I mean, we've,
Yeah, the Bulldogs putting it in play at their end of the court. It's the number 11, the point guard, Barker. Cross court they'll go. Number 11 fires
That's not a
long,
good shot.
it's short.
Yeah.
Smith with the ball for Connersville up court. CHS. See if we can get a basket here. Phillips in the corner. Been pretty quiet tonight.
Yeah, Billups has only had, his 6 points, his 2 threes in the first quarter, I believe it was. Bo's inside. Oh, no, Bo got
Isaac
blocked. Wow.
tried to get a shot off.
Yeah.
Didn't. Well, he got
That's
the
a
shot off. It
nice
was
play
missed.
by
It was a
Grant.
nice interception, or a ball pass broken up by Smith of Connersville.
Yeah, we just got to, play with authority. We haven't been playing with authority those last 2 inside shots that
He's still caught with
got
the ball
blocked.
for Connersville. Feeds Graves.
All right, there we needed
nice
that.
three-pointer by Chandler Graves. 5 points for Chandler.
Yeah, definitely needed Chandler right there for that 3.
Nice shot. He doesn't shoot long very often, Ron.
No, he doesn't.
It's not his thing, but that was a good shot.
Oh, that was definitely a good shot. Definitely what we needed right there to get back up to 10.
Here are the Bulldogs on the attack. Just under 5.5 minutes to play in the ball game. They're still trying for their 2nd win of the season. It's kind of a wild shot by number 11 Barker, which is missed. Spartans again controlling the boards. Here is Smith up court. Going to call steps on Grant.
Yep. Yeah, we've had
I didn't see that one, but
I
ref did apparently.
There's going to be a Batesville timeout. Let's see the replay on that. See if Grant did take any steps.
I didn't.
Yeah, he stuttered a little bit right there.
Maybe that's what it was. We're in a brief timeout right now here in the final period of this ball game tonight. A low-scoring affair, 30-20, with the Spartans on top. A game that has had quite a few turnovers, mistakes.
Yeah, a lot of errors on our part. This reminds me, again, totally different sport. Used the analogy earlier about the boxing. I remember when Lennox Lewis fought Mike Tyson, and he was just, really peppering him and beating him. And his cornerman, Emmanuel Stewart, kept saying, come on, Lennox, you're going to get caught with something. If you don't put him out, you're going to get caught with something. And this was in the 3rd or 4th round. Finally, Lewis knocked him out in the 8th round. And again, I feel that same thing with here. It's like, we're letting them stay with us a little bit too long. Clearly, we are the better team. We should be up by 30 by now. But
you're right, I agree.
We're just not playing the same intensity.
The offensive power we have.
Yeah. Making mistakes at the wrong time.
Yes.
Not going to the basket with authority. Now we're playing. I like this.
Putting the pressure is what we're
see,
applying,
that's
I think, right now, and it
Yeah.
forces a turnover. Here comes Billups up court. in traffic.
Beautiful
Feeds
job.
off to Graves. There's a
that's
basket by Graves, which is missed, but their bodies on the floor.
Yeah, they're going to call Tyler on that. That's a charge right there. Yeah, 12 just didn't move at all. Wow.
Takes away a basket by Graves.
Yep.
Gives the ball out of bounds to Batesville. That's the second foul on Billups, a third team foul of this second half of the Spartans. Batesville has 4 fouls.
Yeah, we just definitely got to, we can keep the pressure up and then execute. Yeah, I want to be interested to hear what Carey has to say after this ball game.
Bulldogs.
Ooh,
almost a bad. Wow. Smith almost intercepted a pass, but just out of his reach by the Bulldogs. Pass by the Bulldogs.
I tell you what, Batesville, they
dropping the baseline. They're number 44.
They're calling Bo on that.
There'll be a foul called on Connersville, sending
that from our angle.
Leispuller to the line.
Yeah, Faithful not liking that at all. As I tell you, Bo, it looked like he got all ball from here. Let's see the replay coming up, and he kind of went into his, but that was ball. I can see where they would call it, but
free throw, first one is missed by number 44 of the Bulldogs.
That's Bo's fourth.
Isaacs will come out, and coming in is Huffman, number 50. Dalton is a 6'3" junior at CHS.
He's not coming back tonight.
Second free throw is good by number 44 of Batesville, Jacob Fleischpuller. He has 4 points. His team has 21. They're down by 9, and the Spartans bring the ball up court. Here's Silcott feeding Huffman along the baseline.
That guy's got 3 or 4 blocks.
Dalton tries a shot, but is deflected in midair, and Batesville has the ball.
Tell you what, Batesville's playing like he walked.
Traveling called on a Batesville boy. Will give the ball out of bounds to CHS.
Yeah, we're less than half to go in this quarter, and Batesville's still playing like they can come back and win this ball game. So we, right now, got to get the Dagger out. Where's the Warrior at? We'll get him out of here, and we need that. We need to put the Dagger in him. We need to start making things happen. And I tell you what, 44, he's really playing with a new intensity. He's got 3 or 4 blocks this half.
Yes. Here's Silcott with the ball.
That's not good.
Loose pass by Connersville. The ball off the fingertips of Grant Smith. Another turnover by CHS.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Spartans well under their average. They average 54 points a game. They're at 30 right now.
Yeah, Carey's taking a full. He's not happy at all.
No, he's been off the bench, arms folded. That's not a good sign.
Yeah,
when you see that.
Yeah, Carey's not happy camper. That's a full.
Well, this is a full timeout here in the ball game. We're in the final period, 30-21. Spartans with a lead of 9. While they take a break on the floor, we'll take a break here on the TV3 Game of the Week.
Looking for something exciting for your family to do? Explore the skies at the National Museum of the U.S. Air Force and climb aboard our Space Shuttle exhibit. Free admission and free parking, open 9 to 5 every day. Visit nationalmuseum.af.mil.
.324 on the clock in this conference game from the Spartan Bowl. Huffman will be guarding that number 44 Batesville as plays resume.
Oh, I thought he pushed off.
I thought so too. I thought he banged into Silcott, but the ref decided no. Here's number 5 missing on a shot, the loose basketball. Spartans have the rebound. And a foul called.
That's a crazy foul. Yeah, that's a crazy foul right there.
Foul on 14, Meyer. Non-shooting foul. Isaacs comes in, Alton comes back out. Isaacs again playing with 4 fouls.
Yeah, I thought Dalton was. I thought Bo wasn't coming back, but he's got to play it safe. He's got one. He's gone.
Ball put in play by the Spartans in backcourt. Here comes Billups across the timeline. And even 3 left to play. There's Silcott with the ball, brings it to the side. Here's Isaacs.
You know, one of the things is that, you know, this team right here is one of the best we've seen in a long time from Kerry Brown's squad. And, you know, you're winning by 11 against a conference opponent, you're usually happy, and we're not. So that just tells you how good these boys are.
Here's Silcott driving down, getting up close, putting
good.
up and in. That guy's quite a player, Ron.
Yes, he is quite a player.
At 12 points for Silcott. Garrett is a sophomore, averages 8.8, so he's above his per-game average.
You know, he's really been tearing it up these last few games.
Yes, he has. I mean,
that's a nice
in the
move.
game with Muncie Central, he drove through their defense time after time.
Yeah, and he's not afraid of that, Fran. He's not afraid to get
No, he's
inside.
not.
No. You know, he'll put the team on his, and that's what I like about this team. There's really no star. I mean,
no.
You know, they're a team in every sense of the word.
There's no ego on this team at all.
No, not at all.
These guys are really work together real well.
Yeah.
There's a nice turnaround jumper from the free throw lane by that number 44, Fleischpuller. He has 6 points. Seems like he ought to have more than that, Ron.
Yeah. Well, he's got a lot of blocks. I'm glad that don't count as points.
That's
but
right.
He's
11 over guarding. Barker of Batesville is going to be called
his
for
fourth.
the foul.
Barker has 4 right there.
That's the 6th team foul, so the Spartans not at the line yet. Smith will inbound here right in front of us. Goes into Silcott.
I thought he was over guarding again.
I thought so too. I thought there was
I thought
a little bumping there, but the ref didn't call it. Here's
nice.
Smith,
That's
underneath
beautiful.
to Isaacs, and coming in from the opposite side along the baseline, and Bo goes up for points 5 and 6.
You know, you talk about no ego right there. That was a beautiful play, and Grant got it, saw in the back of his head, saw Bo right there. And
here's 14 from the corner for Batesville. Meyer trying a shot, missed. Teammate rebounds, so they'll keep possession. Here's number 5 firing a long 3, and it's 34-26. 14 points for Meyer of Batesville, and he didn't start the ball game. He came
was
in
that Meyer? I put it down for Burkhart. My bad if it was Meyer. I thought it was Burkhart.
Oh,
no, he's only got
I don't
3.
believe it was 5. I don't believe. I think it was 14.
We'll give it to Meyer. Who cares? So he's only got 4.
Okay.
Meyer, it don't matter. I mean, we'll give it. Nobody Batesville's watching this. So, at least I don't think so. I don't know, but.
Well, the Spartans' lead is 8 points here with 1:12 left to play.
They're not going away. You know. We want them to go away, but they're not going away. I mean, you know. But again, and it's just a testament to how good these kids are, and how you know what we expect from them is we expect high intensity, because that's what, I mean, we've had some games here that went in overtime, and we pulled it out. The Muncie Central game we shouldn't have won, but we pulled it out. In this game we should be winning by 30, and we're not. So it's kind of like, hey,
Spartans will inbound. Here goes the pass to Billups in front court, but not quite far enough that he could drive down and do that patented layup.
He'll just do it anyways.
Going down and
beautiful
shot. And he was fouled.
Yeah,
beautiful shot by Tyler Billups.
Yeah, that was a great shot there from Tyler. As you know, you talked about his patented layup from that pass from Grant, and watch him come in, and it's just, I mean, unbelievable. He saw that little bit of that opening and didn't care that 44 is. Oh, he took a shot to the face. He didn't care that Fleischpuller.
The Atlantis free throw. Fleischpuller 44 is called for the foul.
Yeah, it's his first, believe it or not. He's been inside. He's been a force, blocking shot after shot after shot.
Here's Billups with a 12-point per game average, making a free throw. 37-26. 9 points for Tyler Billups tonight. We're in the final minute of play. They still with the ball.
Yeah, and they're still believing they're going to come back and win. And I like that about Batesville.
Number 11 driving down, coming back out, feeds off to a teammate who tries a shot. Number 42 misses, and it'll be Connersville ball to Isaacs. Foul called on 44. Isaacs will be at the line because that's the 8th team foul.
Yeah, Bo.
Isaacs, an 85% free throw shooter.
Yeah, I was going to say that Bo is almost automatic at the line.
38th point for Connersville.
You know, Bo averages what, 8 a game, 8, 9 a game?
11.3.
Oh, 11 point. That's right. I'm sorry, way off.
Both free throws are good. He's at 8 points. Spartans at 39. Driving the baseline, a Batesville boy. Ball kicked by Connersville. Batesville will keep possession. Final seconds of this ball game coming up.
Yeah, Spartans going to walk out of here undefeated in the conference, which is, you know, definitely a good feeling. Not sure when last time we went undefeated this far into the season. Nice
shot from the side by number 5 is missed. Grabbed the
they're
rebound.
going to call a grant on that. That's
and
crazy.
He was fouled by Smith.
Yeah.
That's his 4th, I believe.
Yeah, boy, Carey's not happy with that. Carey was really giving Grant the business.
Number 5 will be at the line, Burkhart.
Like that intensity from Carey right there. You know, he expects more of these boys, and I like it.
First shot is good. Couple of lineup changes for the Bulldogs. Number 5 at the line. Gets a second free throw coming up here. Trying to get the 28th point from his team. Shot is good. Spartans ball. Backcourt. It goes into Smith. Of the
he was pulled from behind. Well, I don't know where. Geez, Pete.
Slips and falls, a loose ball.
He was
picked
touched
up
from
by
behind. That's
Batesville,
back.
which
That's
is
our
thrown
ball.
in the
Yeah.
back court. And there's no last second shot here as a little bit of loose play, and this ball game comes to an end with a final score of Connersville 39 and Batesville 28. Loss number 12 for Batesville. Their one victory over Milan for the Spartans. Win number 13, they have lost 3. By quarters, this game was the Spartans ahead at the first break 8-4. At halftime, 20-10. After 3, 27-18. And the final again was 39-28 as the Spartans had a 12-point fourth period. Batesville scored 10. Speaking of scoring, Ron, you have some?
Yes, I do. For the Batesville Bulldogs, they were led by Garrett Burkhart's 13 points. Isaac Barker had 2. Gunnar Olson had 3. Peyton Meyer had 4. And Tristan Jacob Flashfuller had 6 points for the Batesville Bulldogs. For the victorious Connersville Spartans, they were led by Garrett Silcox, 12 points. Tyler Billups had 9. Bo Isaacs had 8. And Chandler Graves and Grant Smith each chipped in 5 points for the victorious and still undefeated in conference. And here at the bowl, the Connersville Spartans.
That's right. That's victory number 4 in the conference. All the other teams in that conference have at least one loss.
Yeah.
So the Spartans are in the driver's seat right now. As we mentioned earlier, they have 3 conference games left to play. 2 away and 1 here. And that'll be a big one with the Greyhounds from Franklin County at Brookville invading Spartan Bowl, and that will be quite a contest.
Yeah, the Wildcats I don't know what their record is, but they're a much better team than they have been before. The last time they were here on our floor, they walked out of here with a victory. We definitely don't want that to happen. We want to keep the momentum going. You know, again, this was a victory. This was an 11-point victory, and a lot of times in conference when you're talking about a victory and you win by 11, you're very happy. But again, this team didn't have the intensity. I'm glad to have these type of victories. I'm glad to have these type of games where we still win. Again, got to pick up the intensity and just keep momentum going as we head on into sectional play. February is just around the corner.
Franklin County is in second place behind the Spartans with 3 victories and 1 loss. Overall, they're 8-5. So it should be an interesting game.
Well, they're always going to be hungry when they play us.
We thank our crew tonight for doing the great job that they always do, Ron.
Always.
Directing an instant replay, John Powsey tonight. Justin Roberts, our graphics, our camera work by Devin Hamilton, Jacob Bentley, and Joe Memrick. We appreciate all the work that these guys put in for us game after game. Stay tuned here on TV3 as we'll be talking with head coach Kerry Brown in just a few minutes as he will be making his way from the locker room, and we want to get his comments concerning tonight's ball game. So stay tuned to TV3. It's the game of the week. Again, the Spartans beat Batesville tonight, 39-28. Coach, conference win tonight, an 11-point victory. It's kind of a tough game.
It was. I thought they did what we've done so many times in terms of lowering the possessions and slowing the tempo of the game, slowing the tempo of the game down. Mm-hmm. And they did it quite well. They had enough ball handling that we couldn't take it away from them, and we got in a little bit of foul trouble, and that made it difficult for us to pressure them. And but they had a great strategy, great game plan coming in. With our foul trouble, and we were up 6, 8, 10, 12 points the whole game. We weren't going to go out and pressure them too much, and then let them go around us. So it was a weird, funny game tonight from that standpoint. But again, I think they did what we've done to a lot of teams over the years in terms of controlling the tempo and playing very patient on the offensive end.
As you pointed out, some foul trouble early for starters.
Yeah, and especially our length, those are our biggest guys, and one of them is our most athletic. So that makes it difficult for us. We came out in the second half when we get short in the game, and we tried to trap a little bit. And I think we got a turnover, maybe 2 turnovers and a deflection. And I thought those were key critical plays in the game when we made those turnovers. But we couldn't do it maybe as much as we would have liked to extend our defense because of the foul trouble we were in.
Coach, when you look back, it's hard to see how this team has lost this many ball games.
I don't disagree with you, and I said that going into tonight. I thought they were much better than a 1-11 basketball team. I've watched them in person. I've watched them on tape, and I think they're a better team than that. They're just missing some leadership in terms of they only have one senior, so they're getting that experience, and they're going to be a tough out here at the end of the year.
What do you think the Spartans learned from this game tonight?
Well, we talked about that up there afterwards. They were disappointed in how they played, and I'm disappointed in how we played, but we survived. And we've got 3 more conference games, and that's what I told the boys. I said, we'll face this again. And if we can't stay out of foul trouble, if we can't get the deflections that we need, if we can't play with more consistency on offense and knock down some of them shots so that we have that lead, and then we force the other team to play differently. And those are the things we talked about. We need to improve upon tonight's performance in a game like this.
Spartans 4-0 in the conference. Everybody else has lost at least one time, so we're in the driver's seat and control our own destiny, I guess.
Yeah, we do. We've got 3 more conference games, East Central, Franklin County, and Lawrenceburg.
Yes.
2 of them on the road, 1 of them here, so we still got a lot of work to do. But, that's a goal of ours since the beginning of the season was to be conference champions, and we got 3 tough games, 2 on the road and 1 here.
Yes. Thanks, Coach. Good luck on games coming up, and congratulations on tonight's game. It wasn't, as you say, as smooth as some of our victories, but it was a win.
The more important thing is we've got another conference win tonight, Fran.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Kerry Brown, coach of the Spartans, here on joining us after tonight's 11-point victory, 39-28 over Batesville here at Spartan Bowl. Our next telecast of Spartan sports will be the basketball game that the boys play here at Spartan Bowl. They'll be entertaining the Marauders from Mount Vernon High School at Frankfort, Indiana. Again, tonight's victory, 11-point win for the Spartans, 39-28. Thanks for watching Spartan Sports on TV3, everybody. For Ron Wiley, this is Fran Schulmo. Good evening.